Welcome to Wealth in Your Sleep, your source for online success. My name is Wes. In this video, I'm going to be going over how to fill out your MLGS Secret Clickbank accounting spreadsheet. Now, if you don't know what MLGS Secret or Clickbank are, I will link my case study video at the top of the screen. Go ahead, click that. Check out what these two systems are. And when you're ready to get started, click that first link in the video description. You'll join my team. You'll get access to all my exclusive benefits, or I'm sorry, bonuses. Just make sure you send me an email, wes@wealthinyoursleep.com, and I'll make sure you get those. Now, um, if you're familiar with my case study, I fill out this spreadsheet on a daily basis. Um, I've been making changes as I go. As you can see, it's been getting cleaner and cleaner and probably easier to read. And I've added some things. For the brand new one, I've removed a bunch of things, stuff that you probably don't want to do. I mainly built for my own case study. If you want to do your own case study, then you're going to want to do it how you do it. Okay. Now, um, I've made it as easy as possible to fill out with the least amount of confusion, so that way it's not going to be hard to open it up every day and just fill it out quickly. But let's just get right into it so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is my current one. As you can see, I have a hop tracking tag as well as a sales tab and a My Lead Gen Secret referral tab. Now, these are all available in the brand new one, as you can see. And what you might notice differently is I've moved this total profit loss. It used to be in between. I moved it up here. Same with the case study. Now I'm going to assume that you already have accounts. So you're going into 2023 with prior stats. Now this is so you can keep track of your entire history with My Lead Gen Secret and Clickbank, and keep everything up to date and current, so that way you can visibly see everything. Okay. Now, another thing that you might notice differently is I have a few columns over here that are not in my case study. Now, this is an account username, email, ID. Okay, so this is B through D. As you can see, I have B through D hidden. Okay, so I recommend, if you do your own case study online, that you come up here after you fill out your username, email, and ID number, and you select these three columns, you right click and you hide these columns. Okay, and make sure that you keep your tracking private, especially if you fill out these informations. Now, you're welcome to just delete those if you don't want them. But I find having all this in one place very, very beneficial. Okay, so now when it comes to account username, if you're just starting out and you're thinking about creating additional accounts, I would keep it pretty consistent with a formatted username. Okay, now I didn't learn this until my sixth account, unfortunately. I wish I would have learned in my second account, but it's okay. So what I'm saying is, when you create your second account and so on, I would do, for example, my account format is MLGS Wes 2 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? MLGS 3 or MLGS Wes 4, MLGS Wes 5. Keep a simple format so that way you know what account you're on. When you're using a unique username, you might not be able to remember what account number that is. Okay, but adding this all here, this will reduce a lot of that confusion. Okay, so how do you fill this out? That's really easy. Let's go to My Lead Gen Secret. Okay, now for those for the username, it's really easy. You just log out. You can log in. So for example, this would be my username. Like I said, I didn't really make good usernames until account 6. So you would just copy this and then you would pop it right into the spreadsheet. Now, the next part would be logging in to My Lead Gen Secret, and then going over to the account tab and then clicking profile. Now I'm not going to click that because it's going to expose some of my personal information and I don't want that. Okay, but you're going to find most of the information you need right in there as it pertains to your account. Okay, so your email address that you signed up with that account, as well as your ID number, actually you can get from the home dashboard. Okay, it's just going to be this 5-digit number at the end of your link. This is going to help you understand what number lines up with what email address and what username. Okay, so it really helps you keep it, everything all together, so to speak. Okay, so that's it for that first part. Now, if you have setups in prior, let's say you're gonna go into, say you get this right now, today's the 28th. Now I would get all this information on the 31st of December. Now, if you're just watching this for the first time and it's later on in 2023, that's fine. I think there is a way in My Lead Gen Secret to figure out that information. I think all you have to do is go, okay, so it looks like they only have all time, and then the most amount is probably a month. Okay, so I guess you'd have to go all time. And if you're starting the case study, I would recommend starting the case study in the beginning of the month, so that way you can have everything prior all easy to find. But anyways, let's continue. Okay, so your My Lead Gen Secret fees, that's going to be how much you've paid. So you're just going to need to count how many months you've been in My Lead Gen Secret. And a simple way to figure that out, if you only have one account, you're going to need to do 30 times. Okay, so you need to click the equal sign, and then you would do 30 times, so you use the asterisk sign, and then let's say you were in it for the entire year of 2022, you just put 12. Okay, and it would be $360, okay, for that entire year. Obviously, you would need to add, so you could do this. You put this in parentheses because it comes with the setup fee. So you're going to need to add that setup fee of $30, and there you go. Okay. So that's what I did. So this is just months. This is the subscription cost. This is just for somebody that has one account. Obviously, if you have more than one account, it's going to be a little bit more complicated than that. Okay. So this is probably going to be one of the hardest sections to fill out, to be honest. Okay. So there's that. As you can see, it's already added. Actually, what we want to do here is make this a negative number. So I'm going to put a negative here, and then I'm going to put a minus here. Okay, so there we go. So that way it adds it up right. Okay, because your fees are an expense, so I like to keep those a negative number. So a minus sign at the front. Okay, and as you can see, it kept your prior stats separate and your case study stats separate. Okay, now your Clickbank net income, that is going to be your paychecks. Okay, so if you have a history with Clickbank, you can just click your account, and then you can go to what I like to do is I just click on a sale, or you can just click on a day, doesn't matter, and then you would just select a range. So I'm just going to put January 1st to December 27th. Go. All right, so here we are. So this is how much I've received in sales. Okay, I got distracted. This is not even what I wanted to do. But here's how you know how much to do in sales. So actually, this was beneficial for that second, this one right here, okay? So I got a little bit distracted, I'm sorry. So let's go back up. Now we're gonna go to paychecks. Now, if you want to figure out all your paychecks, see sum of 2022 paychecks right here, almost $4,000 for me. Okay, not too bad. And it would all be right here. So you just take that number and pop it in, and it will automatically start calculating stuff. I believe all of the formulas are correct. If you have any issues, please let me know. Now the profit loss is going to be monthly, but for this one specifically, it's going to be your entire prior history. Okay, so you'll need to add this as the month goes, because if you add your fees all the way down till December 2023, it's going to add all this and it's going to mess up all your numbers. So only add this number as it enters into the next month. Okay, and then your Clickbank sales, you can add that up as you go. Now, actually, you don't need to populate this one because these are going to get pulled from here. Okay, so I made it easy. One less thing that you have to fill out over here. It's going to automatically pull the number from below each month. Okay, so as you start filling out your sales in here, now I recommend, I know I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but if you're adding up sales and you're getting multiple sales from accounts or you're getting upsells, I would recommend that you start off with an equal sign and then add whatever the sale amount. Let's see, 1373 plus 2180. Okay, you see I put that number in right here. Now when I come back over to accounting, there it is. Okay, so automatically added it there. Now, if you want to add notes like I do, just right click and then you can go down here to insert note and then you can just insert your notes. I like to do this so that way, maybe come tax time or so if I want to reference back in time, I'll have a good understanding because I kept accountable everything in a one location. Okay, so I won't have to log into Clickbank to find all this information. I'll just be able to come to my tracking spreadsheet, which I can access from my phone. I can access anywhere. Okay, so moving back on over to accounting. Okay, and then your mileage and secret income. Now that is going to be when you request a referral payout. Okay, so if you can't request a referral payout in a month, then you're gonna have to skip that month. Okay, until you can request a payout. So if you can't request a payout, then it's just going to be simply zero, unless you have more than one account and maybe other accounts you can request payouts. Then you would just fill it in as I do. Okay. Now 55. Okay, so this is all adding up automatically. Like I said, make sure your fees are negative numbers, otherwise it's not going to account correctly. Okay, so moving on over into the hop tracking section. Now, daily hops, I guess it's optional to you if you want to track your daily hops. I recommend doing so, so that way you can see your trend in hops, and when you're just starting out, seeing your hops increase as you're consistent with sending out your emails every single day and the same offers. You're going to start to see an upward trend. More people are going to start opening your emails and clicking your hop links in your emails. Okay, so I recommend doing that. And the best way to do that is from your home dashboard, your Clickbank dashboard, you just come over here to reporting and then you click sales and then you go down to analytics. Okay, and then you'll just need to select your account. Okay, and it's going to automatically load 2 days. Now, I don't recommend populating 2 days. I recommend populating everything from before the current day. Okay, so I recommend doing, yesterday. Now, as you can see, it goes yesterday or this week. Now, let's say for some reason forgot. Maybe you were on vacation, maybe you got lazy. It doesn't really matter. Clickbank is really good about keeping all this information. Now, if you wanted to access a prior days or a specific day, you would just click this drop down right here where it says current, and you come down here to custom, and then you would just double click whatever date you wanted. Okay. And if you wanted to do a whole range, maybe you're updating a whole month's worth of stats, then you can just click once on the first date and then click once on the second date. Okay, but for this purpose, I'm just going to double click on a date that I can't access from that current mode, and I'm going to show you how it's just going to populate that specific date. Okay, and then you would just grab this number and put it in there. Okay, so, or you can 2213. I like to manually put it because when you copy and paste it, it's going to copy formatting into the spreadsheet, and you don't want to do that. 2213. Okay, and as you can see, it popped down here. Now, maybe I don't have my average. Okay, so I need to fix this. I'm glad I'm here. So I need to switch this to B4. Okay, there we go. See, we have an average. Well, there's only 1 day of reporting, so obviously that is the average. But this is going to average over the course of as you fill this out. Okay, and then you'll have a total to date. So as your months go on, you'll have a total to date right here. Okay, so this is total, this is average per day, and then this is total current to date, no matter where you are in your months. Okay, and then obviously I recommend setting goals for your hops, so that way you can increase your deliverability, your click rates, and stuff like that by improving your emails. Maybe you have a YouTube subscriber or a YouTube account like me, and you're trying to increase your subscribers. You could definitely model my goals. Okay. Now let's move on over into the sales. So I already went through the sales section, which is pretty easy. So you have your monthly sales and you have your account sales. So let's say in March you wanted to get a second account. Okay, you just start populating your second account whenever you start getting commissions. Okay, now I recommend changing offers if you don't get sales in 2 months back to back. Okay, so if you get no sales in 2 months back to back, then it's time to switch. Okay, maybe even a month and a half you haven't received a sale for the offer that you're promoting, I would then recommend switching an offer. Now, everybody knows in this case study that I promote 2 offers. I promote paying social media jobs and I promote right app reviews. Now, if I'm not getting sales in an account for one offer, I'll just switch the offer to the other one. Okay, so I have my accounts almost split evenly. I have 7 accounts promoting paying social media jobs and 5 accounts promoting right apps. And I might do it vice versa going into 2023. I think I might promote more right app reviews and only 5 paying social media jobs. It seems like I'm getting a lot of activity on my right app review emails. Okay, so this one is fairly straight and simple. You just fill it out. Like I said, you just right click and insert note if you want to add notes, so that way you can keep track of the sales you're getting. Okay, you don't need to do anything else here. Now, if you want to keep track of your referrals, the easiest way to do that, you're going to have to log in. Now, if you just have one account, this is going to be really easy. If you have multiple accounts, it's going to require you to log into every single account and start filling this out. Okay. And here, I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So let's go to my lead gen secret. So you're going to want to go to this downline tab. And right here, you see you have level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. And then you just start putting that number. Okay, so you have 4 on level 1. So I'm just going to go to my spreadsheet. And then I will just put 4. So all you need to do is change that last number, and it will automatically change it. Okay, so as you can see, it added a total down here, and it added that total over here. Okay, so so this total is all of these totals, and this total is all of these totals. Okay, now if you have a level 2, then you can just come right back over to that and put a 3. So I have 3 on my second level. So I'll just come back over to the spreadsheet and I will put a 3. Okay. And so on and so forth. Okay. You have multiple accounts, you'll just need to do this. And then however many accounts, you're going to need to figure that out. So if you have one account, it's just $30 in fees. Okay, and then it'll automatically subtract. So if you have one account, and it's just going to subtract that. So obviously I have more referrals. So I'm in the positive. Why is this wrong? Oh, I know why. Because you got to put a negative. There we go. So total income $32 minus the $30 in fees leaves me at $2 and 106.6% return on investment. Okay. So anything over 100% is profit. So then for January, for instance, let's just say this is what you got. You would be $2 on the positive. So I would just put $2. And then what I do is, I'll do this for you right now. I'll move that over. And then for anything that's in the positive, I mark green. And to do that, you just come over here. So select the cell and then come over to this letter A, text color. And then where it says standard, I just click that green button. Now, if it's negative, so let's say, I'm just going to put this as 0. There's no way that this would be able to happen, but I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. Okay, so obviously you can see I'm in the negative still, but it's still reduced cost. Okay, so this reduces your overall traffic cost. Okay, so you're just going to keep working on getting more referrals. So then you would just come over here and put a negative 18. And obviously you'd want to change this to standard red. Okay, because you want this to go green at some point. Okay, so I'm just going to remove that. Click enter. So these are all filled out. So all you need to do is change that second number, replace that with whatever level number is on your level on the downline. Okay, and this will automatically start populating. I built this for 12 accounts because I just copied my own. If you have less, that's fine. Maybe in later months you scale up. At least it'll be here for you when you do. Okay, so that's about it for this video. If you have any questions or concerns, go ahead, leave a comment down below. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Also hit that bell notification so you get notified of my videos when they come out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.